Many have described it as a destiny-defining week for the Black Stars who are seeking to qualify for the next edition of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Who would be the happiest person should Ghana make it to the next Mundial? Well, Milovan Rivas says that he's going to be the only person who will be excited because he'll be walking to the bank to receive $300,000 for achieving a feat the Ghana Football Association tasked him to do. And also, Hazakas ladies have reached the semi-final of the maiden edition of the Women CAF Champions League after defeating AS Monday by 3-0. We'll also be talking about NBA, where Steph Curry earlier today set up a historic 50 points when they came up against the Hawks. I am Muftau Nabila Abdullah, and this is AM Sports. Let's start with the Hazakas ladies, who have made it 2 wins from 2 matches in the CAF Women's Champions League after Evelyn Bede goals in either half were sandwiched by that of Perpetual Ejekum's free kick as Basigi's girls reached the semi-final. Let's talk about the Black Stars now, and their head coach Milovan Rivas says he will be the happiest man in the world if he leads the senior national team to the next edition of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Speaking ahead of the 3 times World Cup participants' last round of matches against Ethiopia and South Africa, Milo, as he is affectionately called, said it is the agenda of everyone to qualify to the tournament.
So, ako se Ghana kvalifikuje za svjetsko prvenstvo, sigurno da ću ja biti najsrećniji čovjek na svijetu.
We really hope for that, you know, we are all working, this is our agenda, you know, and every person here, every member of the federation, every member of the technical team, every player, we all want the same thing, and if we qualify for the World Cup, I will be the happiest man on the world. So definitely we will all give our best to make that happen. Of course, we cannot predict future, you know, it's impossible. We are doing everything in our power to win next matches. You know, this is our goal, and we will do our best to make it happen.
The mind games have started because the head coach of South Africa, Hugo Broos, said that Ghana is nervous ahead of the last round of the World Cup qualifiers. For Milo, he is going to be the happiest man on earth because the Ghana Football Association have said that should he qualify the country to the next edition of the World Cup, he will be given $300,000. Let's talk about the new Premier League structure, where the Ghana Football Association has adopted that of the English Football Association model for its autonomous league, which is expected to start in the 2022-2023 season. Secretary General of the football governing body, Prosper Harrison Addo, has been explaining to Joy Sports why they chose the English model.
Premier League. We've heard it over the years, yeah, that we must go autonomous. The word autonomous, I always say that there's no fully autonomous league anywhere. Yeah. So the FA retains certain functions. Yeah. Those functions can never move from, yeah, the FA, but the management, the competition management of the league is what is assigned to a different company, yeah, to handle. So we will have our version, which is Hakim, having looked at, the committee look at the Nigeria model, the Australian model, we have the La Liga, the Bundesliga. The Dutch have their own version, Scotland have their own version, but we started to model our own to the EPL. Yeah. I think that's the most established league. Wow. So we said, okay, let's not play around it. Let's aim at that and see how far we can get to what they are doing. Okay. So that's what has been accepted. So having said that, the company will be formed already. We have written to the Registrar General to reserve the name, and so we would take it a step further. From the company, which would be, the ownership will be made up of the Premier League clubs, and yeah, then the FA would have a sort of a golden share. Sure. But refereeing, disciplinary committee, club licensing, yeah, those still remains with the FA. So that's why the golden share kind of thing is important. So the clubs cannot sit down and say they are changing referee without the FA's approval.
And it is not just the Ghana Premier League that is going autonomous effective 2022-2023. There's a new pyramid for Ghana football where the Ghana Football Association is introducing what they call a Super League, and the Super League is going to be managed by the football governing body, whereas the Autonomous League will be managed by the clubs themselves, who are going to form a company called the Ghana Premier League Company Limited. We understand most clubs appear to be unhappy with the decision of the Ghana Football Association to restructure the Division 1 League to ensure that they are left with just 18 clubs. What it means is that the current structure, where 48 teams are participating, 30 clubs are going to drop into what will be the Super League, whilst just 5 teams are going to be competing in the Division 1 League, plus the other teams that are going to drop from the Premier League into the lower tier, and they will form up the Super League. The clubs, we understand, are demanding an immediate extraordinary congress because they do not understand the current structure put up by the Ghana Football Association. They were at Congress just a couple of days ago, but it appears there are some concerns and they want to go back. We'll be speaking to some of them, and they are saying us that they might be going back to the Ghana Football Association to just let them know that the current structure they want to introduce is one thing they are not happy about. We also understand that per the statutes of the Ghana Football Association, put together by the now defunct Normalization Committee, they were supposed to ensure that the Division 1 clubs are dropped from 48 to 18 teams in 2021. So the FA must enforce it, but the clubs say no. Now let's talk about NBA, where Steph Curry scored an NBA season high 50 points with a 9 3-pointers, 10 assists and 7 rebounds, almost single-handedly leading the Golden State Warriors past the Atlanta Hawks 127-113 on Monday night. What a night for Steph Curry, and what a season the Golden State Warriors are having. It is 5 out of 5 in the new season in the NBA. They are hoping that this is their year. It's been a pleasure coming your way with AM Sports. I am Muftau Nabila Abda. You can head on to myjoyonline.com and read some more sports stories. Finally, Jordan Ayew was on target as the Black Stars stamped Golden Kicks in a warm-up game. That game ended 5-1. Returning Richmond Bochi Iyadom scored 2 out of those goals. Abdul Fattah Issahaku was also on target. In the CAF Women's Champion, victory for Hazakas ladies as they reached the semi-final of the competition. The Black Stars will be leaving the shores of the country later today to South Africa to face Ethiopia and return to host South Africa in the last World Cup qualifying match at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. We appreciate your company this morning.